Hi guys. It's a mad world. The world is a mad and wonderful place, and there are some pretty unusual people walking around in it. From the tallest to the smallest, the biggest boobs to the tiniest waist, here are a collection of people who you won't believe. But we promise they really do exist. Bauer was born in April 8, 1994, in the city Mingakevir, Azerbaijan. At the age 5 her family moved to Dnipro, Ukraine, where she went to school. As a teenager she played basketball and volleyball, and her fitness journey started only when she went to college. She remembers about the day that changed her life forever, a day that she first saw some Brazilian fitness models on a TV show. Her inspiration up to this day is Graciana Barbosa. Being bullied by her classmates because she was too skinny gave her the courage and motivation to stand up and work hard and get her where she is now. Better and stronger. Bauer started her fitness journey in 2012. For the first 3 years she was just trying to understand how her body reacts to strength training. She got herself into the competition world, soon to find out that she didn't like it and it wouldn't make sense to her to do it. So she got into the fitness modeling world, and which she loves, and still working hard at the gym and getting better and better each day. Lance Wooten, a 32-year-old IT supervisor from Kentucky, has made a worldwide name for himself thanks to his incredibly luscious, waist-long beard. Wooten started growing his facial hair in June of 2014 to complement a pirate costume he planned on wearing for Halloween. By the time October came around, he had already grown an impressive-looking beard, which happened to draw the attention of a friend who owned a local barbershop and invited him to check out some beard care products. He didn't even know such things existed, but he bought some, used them on his beard and posted photos of the results on social media. That's how he got invited to his first beard competition, where he was introduced to a tight community of passionate beard growers. He was instantly hooked, and decided to keep growing his beard, even though everyone around him told him to shave it off. Today, his luscious facial hair measures 2.5 feet and reaches down to his waist. For a long time, Dakota Cook hid the soft tendrils on her face. She waxed, plucked, and shaved. She would have tried electrolysis, but it was too expensive. Laser hair removal wasn't a permanent solution. Only close family members and her best friend knew her secret. She refused to talk about it. After a short stay in a psychiatric hospital and coming to terms with being a plus-sized woman, she reached the conclusion, she could temporarily erase the hair but not the shame. After years of fighting, she surrendered. She would live as a woman with a beard. A portrait of Dakota Cook as a teenager hangs in her family's Fillmore home. At first, she told herself, she would try it for a week. A week passed. Then another. Caramel-colored curls blanket her jawline, and a light fuzz coats her upper lip. I felt a lot more masculine when I was shaving my face, she said. I felt way more feminine when I stopped shaving. There are many beautiful girls in Instagram, but most of them look pretty much alike. This one has something special in her appearance. Maria Oz from Ukraine has amazingly big eyes. Users widely admit that her eyes are the biggest in the world. Maria is often blamed for making fake photos, but she does not pay attention to such comments. She shows herself from different angles on professional and amateur photos. And they prove, her eyes are really huge. The girl says that her eyes are just like her father's. She has never had any plastic surgeries. She is an accomplished model that has worked with brands such as Elle Magazine, Bulgari, and Atlas, and is looking to build a career in video creation and illustration. Las Vegas-based bodybuilder Craig Golias may have started out small, but at 6 feet 3 inches. and around 350 pounds, he's now one of the biggest guys around. The online bodybuilding coach was a skinny teenager, but you couldn't tell from his current physique. He's been obsessed with size since he got his start in 2003, and he says he's put on 200 pounds over the years. He used to compete, but these days, he's eternally bulking. Goliath has more than 970,000 followers on Instagram, and unsurprisingly, he gets both love and hate on his countless physique updates. Plenty of people accuse him of being on steroids, but he's never claimed to be a natural athlete. Instead, he points out that even when someone uses steroids, there's still tons of hard work required in getting so ridiculously huge. Cassandra Nod was born with a hairy birthmark under her left eye. Many have suggested that she remove it, but she refuses. In fact, she embraces her standout appearance. My birthmark is a huge part of me. It makes me unique and memorable, which is especially important for the career I've chosen. It hasn't stopped her from finding love, either. She refused plastic surgery when she learned that it may scar her face. I don't often face prejudice, but one agent told me to Photoshop my birthmark out of my headshots. Wanting to please, I agreed at first, despite feeling shocked they'd asked. But then I changed my mind. It wasn't always easy to be confident. Nod was teased at school. Their cruel remarks were hard to deal with and I'd often fight back tears. I felt ugly, even if only for that moment. Times are changing, so don't worry about looking normal. Don't let bullies stop you and be proud of your uniqueness. Having a birthmark distinguishes me, and I don't feel that it has ever held me back. In Sweden, girls have always been beautiful. And today, all the men from this Scandinavian country go crazy for one of their long-legged compatriots. IA Ostergren. All in that, with an increase of 178 centimeters, the length of her legs reaches 108 centimeters. Such a body cannot be called standard, but the girl was able to make it an object of her pride. Incredible leg length of a Swedish fitness model IA Ostergren. In 2013, the bodybuilder married Sweden's bodybuilding champion Torbjörn Ostergren and gave birth to 2 daughters from him. Being pregnant, she led a healthy lifestyle and quickly became fit after giving birth. It was her husband who inspired IA Ostergren to go to the gym. Now IA Ostergren is one of Sweden's highest paid and well-known fitness models and bodybuilders. The fashion industry has taken steps to be more inclusive, but one group still largely underrepresented are those with disabilities and/or genetic or chromosomal abnormalities. 29-year-old Hayden Stickles is hoping to change that. As Cosmopolitan reports, the Seattle-based model was born with Schmidt-Fracaro syndrome, commonly known as cat-eye syndrome, a genetic disorder which often causes facial deformities and defects, such as a characteristic split pupil, which looks similar to a cat's eye, among other complications. The disorder is extremely rare. According to the National Institute of Health, only 1 out of every 50,000 to 150,000 people are born with the disease. Recently, Stickles starred in a gorgeous editorial for V magazine, shot by world-famous photographer Nick Knight. Sarah Gertz probably doesn't look like the image you have in your head when someone says model, which is exactly why you need to know about her. Gertz was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a connective tissue disorder that affects joints and skin, at 10 years old. In the 16 years since the diagnosis, Gertz has gone from being painfully self-conscious of her skin to celebrating it, frequently posing in bikinis and lingerie in her work as a model. Through modeling and sharing her story, Gertz has built up a following of almost 70,000 people on Instagram. Thank you for watching. Write in the comments which of these people surprised you the most. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, press the bell and like. Bye.